Now, since the election, we've reported that black people all around the country have been receiving racist text messages. Now, Hispanic and queer Americans are also being victimized. It's not yet clear who is responsible or how the attackers even knew the race of their targets.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about yet another batch of racist text messages being sent to Hispanics and LGBTQ. So I guess in the LGBTQ situation, it'd be considered homophobic, transphobic, or whatever. Now, this comes after the batch of messages were sent to Black Americans all over the country after Kamala lost the election. Now, you know what I think? Just in my opinion, if you ask me the question, hey, ABL, where are these texts and emails coming from? I don't know. I don't have the answer. But if you ask me to guess and give my opinion, here's what I think. I think at best, it's a joke. At worst, it's a psyop from the left. Because from what I'm able to read and from what people are telling me, only those who voted Democrat or normally vote Democrat were getting these messages. So it could be a thing, okay, we're going to scare you into voter turnout. Maybe you stayed home, maybe you didn't vote, maybe you weren't really enthusiastic. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of fire up under you. If you don't vote for the left, then you're going to be put back on the plantation. You're going to get deported, all this, that, and the third. Now, when I first saw the text for black folks, I didn't get it, by the way. I just saw it online like everybody else. But when I first saw it, I'm like, okay, is this serious? Is this a joke? People were really like in distress and they thought they were going to go back to the plantation. Not all, but some. Listen, I wish you would come with a brown executive slave van talking about you're going to be in zone B and you're going to and you're going to pick cotton. I bet you I won't. I bet you I'm not going to do that. You come to my house. First of all, I'm going to give you a fair warning. Hey, don't come to my house. Stay over there. Leave me be. But if you refuse to heed my warning, okay, I got something for you. I got something for you. Don't even worry about it. You're going to see if you decide to make that fatal decision to refuse to heed my warning. Now, before I go any further, let's get to the actual news clip here. Of course, I will always link everything in the box. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
First came texts targeting black people, now Hispanic and LGBTQ Americans. The FBI is warning whoever's responsible that federal law enforcement is on the case. Online hate and racism are nothing new in social media, but now the trolls are texting, directly attacking specific groups of Americans. The first wave of offensive texts came right after the election.
Man, this night was a night to remember. Shout out to you guys who were there for that stream, the 8-hour stream that we had. Shout out to y'all. That was night to remember. And this is why I say people were just hating and wanting to get in the way and trying to scare people into voting for Kamala, because after this happened, it's like, okay, now we need a new strategy. Bringing out Beyonce and Glorilla and Make the Stallion and all these celebrities, the Avenger crew, all these people, Robert Downey Jr., Don Cheadle, it didn't work. It didn't work. We spent millions upon millions upon millions of dollars giving cash to all these celebrities and mouth breathers and etc. Let's do something else. Let's scare them into coming to the polls. They're not beyond this, because I remember Charlamagne from the Breakfast Club said they should have just calling them a fascist. And then he was like, well, why is nobody scared? Exactly. That's the point. You wanted to scare us. The same thing as what's going on here, but I'm getting triggered already, so I digress.
Telling African Americans, many in Atlanta, that they've been selected to pick cotton on a plantation.
You know, it's not funny, even still to this day. Like, why are people playing during, such a time as this?
But now, according to the FBI, the text messages have expanded to high school students, as well as both the Hispanic and LGBTQIA plus communities.
Really? We got to say all those letters? How about we just sing the alphabet, A, B, C, just sing that, and then we're going to cover it. LGBTQIA plus, like, what does it even mean? What does the plus mean? Is it a streaming service? Is it Hulu, Disney, Netflix? Like, what are we doing? Do we get ads? No ads? Is it going to cost more, less? Can I get a discount? Black Friday sale? I don't know what's happening, but let's keep on rocking.
Posting on Instagram, one woman shared an image of the detailed text she received.
Okay, can we read some of this? Let me see. Electronic notice preceding official instruction order via certified mail to be delivered on January 20th, 2025, pending reinstatement of U.S. Code Section 1383, Executive Order 1966. Really, all this random stuff. This electronic memorandum serves as initial notification of your required check-in at Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas, Nevada. Following check-in, you will be transported to an undisclosed location for LGB, no LGBTQ, LMNOP, X, Y, and Z, just LGB, re-education camp for a period of no less than 8 weeks. Your new president, Donald J. Trump, looks forward to assisting you in becoming a mentally and emotionally stable member of society by eliminating lifestyles that have been detrimental to our American way of life through re-education. Following the initial 8-week period, those interned in the 8-week LGB camp will be eligible for release depending upon your swearing of allegiance to your president, Donald J. Trump. Really? There's no way in the world that anybody on the right would send this, because they're going to find out. And you know what? The federales know who did this, in my opinion. They know everything. You make one, you sneeze in public, they're going to know when you sneeze, where you sneeze, how you sneeze. If you got some type of illness or virus or something like that back in it, they know everything. But they don't know who's sending the text messages on Al Gore's interwebs. Come on, man. Come on. But anyway, following the initial 8-week period, those interned in the 8-week LGB camp will be eligible for release depending upon your swearing of allegiance to your president, Donald J. Trump, and your oath to live a lifestyle benefiting your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Okay, that's crazy.
Telling her to check in at an Air Force base, after which she would be transported to a, quote, LGB re-education camp for a period of no less than 8 weeks.
I mean, look, I'm not going to say it's a good idea, but I'm not going to say it's a bad idea. The only thing would be, let's let people choose to do that if they want. Those kind of camps do exist. People do choose to go into them. Not like an internment camp, but it'll be like a spiritual retreat, something like this. This goes back to the old Mike Pence comment about conversion therapy. That's a real thing. Some people are battling with their sexuality and they want some deliverance from it. Sorry for the choice of words right there.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more.
But you understand what I'm saying.
That text also referenced Donald Trump's election victory, but the Trump team told the New York Times, quote, the campaign had absolutely nothing to do with these text messages.
Okay, let's read some of this. It made a reference to Donald J. It referenced Trump. Some even claimed to be from his administration, but a spokesperson from his campaign said ain't nothing to do with it.
Messages. The FBI says so far they've not received any reports of physical violence related to the messages. They're asking anyone with information to contact their local FBI office or report it at FBI.gov. Yeah, so there we go.
There were some messages talking about you're going to get deported if you are an Hispanic. The LGBTs got to go to a camp, all this, that, and the third. Now, listen, as I close, I want to say this. Y'all, please don't fall for these scams. I know, I would say the majority of us, these things are obviously fake. It's not something that the Trump campaign is doing or Republicans. It's not real. If anything, I think it's coming from the left as a way to scare you to go to the actual polls and vote more than what you did before. And you know what? The reason why I know it's probably the left is because if it was on the right, if it was anybody on the right doing something like that, then they'd be on it. They'd be super on it. A lot of these groups that they identify as right affiliate or right leaning that could be extremists, they're on them. Proud Boys, a lot of these guys, they on them, white on rice. But Antifa and Black Lives Matter, they kind of slow to the punch. They're a little slow. If the local people don't really get Antifa, then the federales are kind of like, what you want me to do? But the federales will be on any kind of white identitarian, somewhat conservative group, anything that's black identitarian, like the Hebrew Israelites. They want to be on them too. Okay, so having that knowledge, having that context, what do you think makes the most sense? That a group like the Proud Boys or something like that, I'm not saying they did it, but you understand what I'm saying. A group like that, a group the government sees like that, do you think they did this, or is it a group that the left always is going to cover for? On the left, the same way they did for Hunter Biden. An intelligence officer said that the Russian laptop was fake. What, 51 or 52 of them said that it was fake. When we all saw him on the laptop smoking crack openly. It was clear it was him. They will lie to the end, defend to the end those who they like on their side. If you're not on their side, if you go against what they want, then they will squash you instantly. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on this whole situation? Do you think that this is a conservative group doing this? Is it a liberal group doing this? Who do you think's behind the messages? And they're very targeted, talking about, oh, if you're Hispanic, you're going to get deported. Racist stuff. Like, there's no other people in this country that get deported or that need to be deported other than Hispanics. Okay, we got the entire world coming here. When I was on a flight over the weekend, I had not one but two migrants on my flight. And I could tell because they ain't speaking no English. It sounded like Vietnamese. You know, they got the real high pitch type of, I don't want to do the imitation. I ain't trying to be racist, but you understand what I'm saying. And then they had like on their backpack, some paper staple, like how they do. And it was in their language. I could tell a bunch of squigglies. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, I mean, it's not just the Hispanics that get deported. It's not just them that need to be deported. It's not just him. It's not just them that need to be here. But whatever your thoughts, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. This is ridiculous. PSYOP, phony, fake. Is a way to intimidate the same way they did throughout the entire campaign. And you would think that if it didn't work and you spent so much money and time and effort doing it, that you would try something else. I think that would just kind of make sense. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.